Welcome back to another episode of The Paige Show. So like many of you, we are busy over here in my world. We are running businesses, we are managing 4 children, we are living life like the rest of you in your own way, and somehow we just stay busy. That's like the human condition, right? And so, like I do in the physical and spiritual parts of me, I like to share info, something that has helped me. I do that as my life's work to help people and share tidbits that I get or divine downloads. And so that's what the Paige Show is all about. And today is a really simple one that goes deeper than a lot of us think with our time or our money or our worthiness of love or health or wealth, all of those things, happiness, all the things that we could scream to the universe that we're lacking or that we want more of in our life constantly. It's something our soul just pulls on. We are always fighting between having to live on this earthly plane and wanting to tap into a deeper knowing of ourselves. And so while we are doing that, while we're living the human condition or living out this human experience, we can still forget, no matter how schooled we are in all of those concepts of consciousness or not, right? We can forget what we're supposed to do, and we can get into habits of things. And so in our life, one habit that my partner and I identified as a problem, we've set it in fighting and yelling at each other, and that didn't resolve anything. But it came to us after we both made these different intentions on getting grounded after just some craziness, all the craziness of our life. And one thing we fought was time. We always would say we don't have time for that, or we can't make the time for that, or we want to make the time for that, but I don't see how to make the time for that. And as schooled as we both are in our own ways of spirit and power of words and intentions, we're human like the rest of you. And it was a really cool learning experience, no shame involved, of just how we got off track a little bit with the idea of time in particular. And so we both spent our own time that day deciding on what we would come to for a different switch on verbiage or a way to get what we want. You know, the opposite of what we wanted was everything that we were saying and doing about time. And so when we both came back together, there was this beautiful mantra that Spirit showed us, and we blended it together. And I want to share it with you today because, you know, why would I just keep all the good stuff to myself? We're all supposed to share these things. This is what's really beautiful, if anything at all, about social media and platforms like this and entertainment world and music and now podcast, where you can get it out there no matter who you are. You don't have to be famous, and you can share all of the great things that you're getting, and I can share mine, and we can see how to help each other. And so the one that came to us to switch our idea of not having enough time or a lot of other things was time is an illusion, so my time is infinite. Money is an illusion, so my money is infinite. I am worthy of love, and love will find me. I am worthy of the divine as they pour their love on me. I am worthy of wealth as it flows to me. May there be health, happiness, and safety wherever I go. And I'm going to say that one more time. Time is an illusion, so my time is infinite. Money is an illusion, so my money is infinite. I am worthy of love, and love will find me. I am worthy of the divine as they pour their love on me. I am worthy of wealth as it flows to me. May there be health, happiness, and safety wherever I go. And that's just beautiful to me. I get a lot of downloads that seem kind of poetic like that, and almost mantra or prayer-like. And that's to me personally, I think speaks of just how spirit knows they can communicate with me. So you can take what speaks to you and leave the rest, as in all of this work that we do. But hopefully that blesses you in a way, even if it just gives you a creative idea of how you can switch verbiage in your life. When these kind of mantras come to me, I will incorporate them into my life and my daily practice somehow. If it's me doing my energetic clearing in the morning in the shower, and I just say those things to myself, or in the evening when I'm trying to relax or prepare for sleep. It really depends on what works best for you, and the verbiage as well. Switch it up. But what I like to do is say everything in threes. And so I read that to you twice, but in my own practice, I would not feel rushed, like often on a podcast to keep people's attention. I would keep things a little shorter, but in my real life, I go with the flow of it. And I feel like, does spirit want me to say this 5 times or 6 times or 7 times? Numerology is really huge. Oftentimes, the number 3 is about completion and joy of a matter and inspiration. And so, with things like mantras, I'll catch myself usually doing those in 3. And so just a little tip for you. Sometimes you might want to try that as well. Do things in 3. And see how these things will really shift your life. It doesn't mean that you say it and tomorrow you win the lottery or you have all the time in the world. That's not what it's about. And you haven't failed if that doesn't occur. If it does occur, you're really powerful and you need to start making some bigger changes for the rest of us too. But what it is it's shifting your energy into that frequency for those things to flow into your life. It's switching your mind to not being stuck in a place that is telling you every day is not going to get better. And in turn, that helps that emotional state, that undercurrent that I've talked about in other episodes, which on a daily then helps your feelings, the feelings that are the waves that fluctuate all the time. And all of that equals a better, happier life. And so you can just see how it's all connected, like I say on the show all the time. But you can have the ability to play with this in your life to where you get the things that you wanted connected the way that you wanted. And then the real joy comes when you start to see that shift, even if it is just a better state of mind or a better awareness on how, like in our situation, we could manage the time. We have made a promise to each other that we are going to switch that verbiage, and you can do that within yourself. Say, I'm not going to do this anymore, and use a mantra or some type of, whether it's a vision board or a note on the mirror, use some kind of reminder to hold you to that promise. And it only takes a little while for something to then become a habit and become part of you so that it can be a part of your story. So I hope that encourages you today. Until we do it again, take care of yourself.